We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Pettis. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Open man is Galladay, complete. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking deep downfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Akers. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Play action, Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. In the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is Penny, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford going up top for Kupp. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there on the tackle.
2nd down and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's a give to Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.